Hey guys, it's RockingTheBlade here once again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of the live-action Bleach movie. Before I get deep into it, I want to first apologize because I promised that when the day it came out, I was going to do a review on it, and I ended up doing other videos instead. It was a combination of my mom getting sick, stuff breaking in the house, combination of the car, the thermostat, and, the washer. I had to help, plus some personal problems happening in my life on top of that. And I just lost track of it and kind of forgot about it. So it's not that I didn't want to do it for you guys, it's that life, you know how life is sometimes. Even life, affects YouTubers like us. So it happens. Heck, in case you didn't hear, YouTube was down for a little while, so I didn't panic. I knew it was gonna come back up eventually, but I'm like, damn, way to go, Susan, way to go. I'm like, are we sure we don't need a new replacement yet as a boss? Anyway, so that's why this review is super late, and that's why I just want to throw my apologies out there. I'm really sorry. I want to try. I know I'm even late on Cooler and Android. I believe 17 is out, so already for fighters, I'm gonna try to get that done as ASAP. I'm not promise any dates because lately I've been doing that and I've been breaking my promises. Not that I want to. Again, things keep happening. So again, I just want to make a sincere apology. And the reason why I'm even doing it because a lot of people a lot of my friends on Facebook are interested / want to know my opinion on it, so they know me as a YouTuber. They want to know my opinion on the movies are worth seeing or not. So. With that being said, let's jump right into it. First thing I want to mention, one, you can see it's subbed, of course, but also it's dubbed. And I'm happy to report they got the Viz team that did Bleach to do the movie, the live-action Bleach movie. And I admit, I was worried because, there's certain people that I like the characters to be, to voice them in certain characters. Some didn't make it, but some did, but some didn't. But before I go any further than that, the lip flaps on the dubbing was excellent. I'm talking like super excellent. They matched the lip flaps on the Japanese actors perfectly. It was like really good. I'm like, what? And they didn't have to do that. But the fact that they did, it deserves a round of applause, and it showed that dub actors don't cut corners or do weird edits to match it, which a lot of people have been saying online, which is a bunch of bull and shit. This is a professional company, like with Funimation. Viz is a good dub company. You know what I'm saying? People act like it's still the 80s and 90s where voice acting still sucked in terms of dubbing and stuff. We've come a long way, so it's about time we show them some fucking respect. Sorry for the swearing on this guy. I hate that people are saying, "Oh, all dub sucks," and that's it, and that's not the case. There's good dub teams. There's good dub teams. Are there bad ones? I'm not saying they don't exist. There are bad ones. I even ran into a few bad ones myself. In the years of watching anime, some recent ones are kind of bad, but for the most part, 90% of the time, they're made with love and respect to the source material. So, come on, let's give credit where credit is due. Alright, so let's go into the actors. Uryu, aka the Quincy, his voice actor came back. Kitsuke, the one that trains Ichigo. It's complicated. Because according to my friend Koopa, we watched together, by the way, he said that it is the voice actor, but not the original actor, because the original actor that played Kitsuke, I guess, left, and they got a new actor to replace him for the anime, so that actor returned for Kitsuke, so technically, yes. The girl who plays Orihime, also returned, though when you first hear it, it's like, are you sure about that, RockingTheBlade? Because this sounds really different than what Orihime sounds in the anime. I think that's because it's an anime / cartoon, some people would say, and it's just live action. I guess she tries to make Orihime sound more realistic since it's live action. But who gives a shit? Sound how she normally sounds. No one's gonna fucking care. I don't. And there's times it does slip out. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like watching them. Like, come on, lean into it. It's what we like. Lean into it. Don't run away from it. I'm not saying she did bad. She did good, but it's just like, come on, like, lean into it. But there's ones that didn't return. Like, obviously, I think Byakuya Renji didn't return. The one that voiced Chad, I think Jameson Price, he didn't return either. Michelle Ruff for Rukia didn't return, which is disappointing, but at the same time, I kind of understand why. I forget the actress name, but I know she played Lifa in Sword Art Online. That's what she voices. She took over from Michelle Ruff in the movie, and I understand why, because Rukia did look kind of, because at least in the anime, in my opinion, Rukia looked, mature and experienced looking, where in the live action version, young Rukia here looks like not a rookie, but like maybe a few months into the job kind of dealio. Like she looks kind of like, rookie, blue chip as they call it. But she looks kind of young, and it was like Johnny like But after a while, it was like it grew on me. He's like, what? I think Michelle Ruff returns Rukia. I love Michelle Ruff, and her voice is Rukia. It would have been like distracting after all, considering how like Rukia looked more mature looking, and his actress they got for the live action who looks young. So after a while, it grew on me and fit. Now the most important part is Ichigo Kurosaki, myself, one of my favorite shonen characters of all time. Did Johnny Young Bosch return to voice Ichigo Kurosaki in the live-action Bleach movie? That is an absolute yes, he did. And guys, not for nothing, I wished I recorded as it happened when you first see the shot of Ichigo, that famous scene where, from the manga, what I'm talking about, where the thugs were like messing with his pot of flowers, screwing around. Well, not an accident, but still, Ichigo was like, kind of like getting on them for messing with it, and he told him to apologize as a ghost. He reenacted that whole scene that he did in the anime. And when the minute I heard Johnny's voice, I'm like, a big smile just came on my face. Even my friend Cooper was like, he looked at me like, he's like, dude, you're like a kid, man. He meant that in a good way, of course. Like, it was like, oh my god, they got Johnny. It's like, like the live action Winnie the Pooh, which I did a review on. I mean, mostly, at least with Bleach, at least I want to say half the cast returned, and the other half cast didn't. But Winnie the Pooh, only like two, which is technically one person, with Jim Cummings doing both Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, returned. And it's like they had to get that person because everyone else sounded British, and they did a fine job. I'm not saying they didn't, like what the actors did for the Bleach movie, but it's like they need something recognizable. So Johnny was their Jim Cummings, so like we need Johnny for this to work dub wise, and it was wow. It made me happy, and it got me more into it. It got me into invest in the world even more. So dub wise, good, especially the fact they matched the lip flaps. I'm happy on that front. The actress looked the part though. The only thing I had to complain was like Rukia, like really they can't have her hair, have her like at least stuck, because she looks kind of different. But she has everything else. There's some slight changes too. Nothing like major or big. Like for example, when Ichigo gets shocked when she sees Rukia in his classroom in the anime, and originally it was in her hand like make a scene, I'll kill you, but she put it in a book instead. A bit different than how it was in the anime. But in a way, I'm glad they did it because it ties it to the end, which I won't spoil, but it ties it to the end of the movie. Watch it till the end of the movie. It kind of shows it again. It shows why that was a smart decision. Secondly, it's not really a spoiler, but for those anime fans of Bleach, you know that Ichigo's dad, every anniversary of his mother's death, he goes to where she's buried at and smokes. He's not a smoker, but he only smokes during the anniversary of her death. But for some reason, I guess, I don't know if you guys can confirm that in the comment section below, but according to Koopa, they made this new law where you're not allowed to smoke in a movie anymore. I'm not sure that's true or not. If you tell me in the comment section below that's true or not, let me know. But because instead he had like a beer, like she left one beer can for her, and he just drunk like that. I'm like, again, like it's the sentiment, it's still there. It's changed a little bit, but you get where it's going. So if that was a Japanese thing of a law, then that's out of the director's control, and he found a good way around it. In fact, he was just going to ignore that. But the fact that he went out of his way to try to like replace it and still keep that sentiment there in terms of like that scene of trying to like connecting with his wife, which he didn't do, was good. Also, it followed with source material. Other than that, to the T. It's coming from a Bleach guy, and it wasn't to a T. It made me happy. They had to look. I mean, the guy who played Ichigo looked the part. I mean, the original sword, his original sword that he had when he first turned into a Soul Reaper, even the hilt. I mean, little things like little details like that just made me smile. Or when Ruki had the school uniform was accurate. The fact that she had the glove so she could pull out his Soul Reaper power. That was so cool. Little details like that and how the swords look. The Shikai swords look. Uryu's bow. Little details like that, which it didn't have to do, looked like how it would look like in live action. And it was like really fantastic. So little details like that made me happy. And I mean, the Hollows, they didn't look in the best in the world. I'm not going to lie. They could have been better. But considering what budget they had to work with, they did a good job. I've seen better, but I've seen worse. So it's kind of the middle ground. So the world, it was intriguing. It was, well dubbed, well acted. So really funny at times too. It's a recurring joke that happens in the movie, but it's funny how it does it. I won't spoil what it is, but it's hilarious. But so I'm invested in the world. The dubbing is excellent. The actors looked the part for the most part. Byakuya and Renji's hair were hard to translate. Their hair is like kind of crazy anime wise, so it's gonna be hard to translate. But considering what they were able to do, good job on that. So the only thing I was like really worried about though was the action, because like I said, the acting was great. They looked the part. I was invested in the world. It had me intrigued throughout. They covered the first. Where they covered RockingTheBlade. They covered like before Rukia got captured, before she got taken to the Soul Society. They covered that first bit. That's what they covered. And if it does well, the trilogy is they go to the Soul Society and save Rukia. That's the whole trilogy plan they do with the movies. If this first one does well, which I'm hearing that it did. So I heard nothing of the sequel yet, but here's to hoping, because there's not much I enjoyed. It was really good. Now, the one thing I was worried about more than anything was that, as the voice dubbing wise, I was satisfied for the most part. They looked the part. It was funny. I was engaged. The Hollows looked their part. It was really good. It was faithful. Took some liberties. Some they had to, I guess, for the movie reasons, which was good. Others they can't think to do the Japanese law, so they're like some that were out of their control. So they like do their best to adjust it. So for the most part, and they looked the part and had the costumes and everything, which they had to do was really nice. The one thing I was worried about was the action. There was some action beats here and there. They were like okay, nothing like oh wow, like amazing, but it was like that's what I was really worried about, because like it was like this is okay, I'm really enjoying, I'm investing more, but the action, there's some little action beats here and there, little action moves. It didn't wow me. It wasn't like wow, like whoa. It was just kind of like, this is good, but it's like that's what I was worried about, because I was like, this movie would have been okay. It's a good movie, but I would have really like give it like an okay rating, because like they got everything right, but except the action, because it's kind of like average, just okay. So I was kind of getting worried, but I was still invested. But thank God for the third act in terms of action. That third act, because Ichigo fights the Grand Fisher and Renji, them third act fights were intense, in your face. I got into it. There's several times I said, holy shit, because he was like fighting the Grand Fisher in the city. Then the third act, I know some mild spoilers and I apologize, but I won't spoil what happened, of course, but I just want to let you know I was really into the fight. He was like, one time he gets to the bus, he's dodging Grand Fisher, he's throwing cars at Ichigo, and he's dodging it, and like I was like, holy shit. I was like really getting into it. I'm like, oh my god, this is really, really good. And when he fought Renji, that was a good fight. I'm like, that third act, like, action, like, was like, yes! I'm like, this is what it needed. Like, yeah, man. Like, oh my god. They did a good job. They did a good job. So overall, it really, like, I was like, yes, there's something to walk away with, like, satisfied. Like, yes, the action. Because everything was good with the action. That third act was, that adrenaline punch it needed for the movie to make it, to be solid. It was like a solid, good movie, and it is. So that third act fighting between Renji and the Grand Fisher, it was worth it alone. It was like, yes, I really got into it. I really enjoyed it. Of course, it set up, the movie does well. It's a sequel for them to go to the Soul Society and, say Rook and stuff. Again, sorry for the non-spoiler. I did say non-spoiler, but, I got excited. I did spoil some things here and there, but I didn't, spoil, what happens. I'm still, you still got to see for yourself to see what happens. So, overall, it's a damn good adaptation. And I think it helped that I went in with low expectations, too, like with Venom, because, there've been other ones in the past, like, the Netflix Death Note, and that was garbage. And but I was like, well, okay, that was America, maybe Japanese could do it. And I heard they did, the live-action Attack on Titan movies. Those were terrible, too. Full Metal Alchemist was okay, and it's like, oh, God. And it got me really, really, really worried. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, God, I don't want to see, I'm thinking Dragon Ball Evolution again. I don't want to be Dragon Ball Evolution and be butchered and shit. But thank God, thank the Lord, it's actually a good, solid film. It's not great. It's not groundbreaking. It's not like the Avengers of, live-action, animes and stuff. It's gonna be it set the new boundary. But it's a damn good, solid, live-action anime adaptation. If you haven't seen it, go see it on Netflix. Go see it. Don't wait. Go see it. It's a good film. For a Bleach fan like me, I walked away very, very satisfied. So that's it. Fighting wise, and also at least the the acting and the acting and stuff and the looks in the world is interesting and you're invested. But if you're about to fight, know that it picks up the third act and it's well worth your patience and wait. It's a damn good, solid movie. Go see Bleach, a live action movie. It's a damn good film. Thank God. I think as well up there with Rurouni Kenshin, because I heard there's another one that people liked as well. Some people argue with this Fullmetal Alchemist. So it's kind of like 50-50, but I would say that Bleach is a damn good movie. Not the best in the world. It's not groundbreaking. It's not gonna blow your mind, but for what they were able to do with the budget they did, they were very faithful to it. And thank you, Mr. Whoever directed it. Thank you. You did a damn good job. Damn good job. Look at that third act. Ooh, I hope it gets a sequel. Honestly, I hope it gets a sequel. Alright guys, that's my thoughts on the live action Bleach movie. Again, I'm sorry it took so long. I guess personal life stuff got in the way, but tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you seen it yet? What's your favorite part of the movie? Are you gonna see it now after watching this? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll try to respond as fast as humanly possible. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As well as RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.